And Rick not only has fun with Ben, Donnie, Matthew, and others, he also has fun with Cole, Hayden the Red Engine Productions, Enzo, and Rolando. Number 5. How Donnie's VHS and DVD openings started. The story started with an inspiration about this that came from Rick, with his VHS and DVD opening reactions, and Cole, one of his other friends, is doing did a spin-off series I've never seen a video of, called Logo Reactions, where he reacts to certain logos from TV shows and movies. And that's pretty much how Donnie's VHS and DVD opening started. And now I'm going to turn the table with number 6. How Rick's VHS and DVD opening series started. This started when he saw 6264 Jen's VHS reaction episodes, and some characters that he had that he brought along that react to these videos include Sonic the Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog, Tails with 2 tails, and yeah, Tails is a flying fox with 2 tails. Tinky Winky, SpongeBob SquarePants, and Mario and Luigi. And speaking of Tinky Winky, a few years ago I saw on Dre Higbee's channel that he did a video called Tinky Winky Reacts to Caillou the Grown Up, and it is so, well, bad that I agree with Tinky Winky, voiced by Dre Higbee, in saying that the Teletubbies are much smarter than Caillou. Have I thought that way throughout my life? Yep, for the most part. He's also doing a part 2 of this soon. And speaking of Dre Higbee, I saw in the comments that the Wonderful Wobbly Dance, which is my favorite and dance, is his least favorite and dance out of all 32 and dances. And Dre, if you're watching this, I respect your opinion. But the reason why it's my favorite and dance is because I love everything about it. The music, and finding out that Zumba, this is the Zumba version of him dancing while the other boobas are on the ground. And, one of the other people that does this, going back to Donnie's VHS and DVD, openings, I asked Rick what's his favorite VHS and DVD openings that Donnie has done. Rick said that his favorite VHS opening is Blues Big Musical Movie, knowing that when Dora showed up on screen, Donnie fast-forwarded that commercial to the All Ears Blue commercial, and was happier with that than you-know-who, as was I and everybody else. His favorite DVD opening is Shapes and Colors. I guess it's because the DVD version has Rick's favorite Season 1 episode, Adventures in Art, and it's one of my favorite Season 1 episodes, or that it has 2 of his favorite Joe episodes, Sing With Me, and plenty of others. Oh, and I also remember seeing the All Kinds of Signs version, and Rick told Donnie that the last opening trailer for it is my scariest 8 seconds ever. So I didn't know if Donnie was so I didn't know if Donnie was either A, ready for it, B, even knew about this, C, has even seen it before, or D, all the above. If you guess D, my chances of that are looking good. Number 7. Me and Rick being YouTube brothers. Well, this was his idea of bringing this up. At one point recently, he called me and himself YouTube brothers, knowing that in real life I have a brother of my own and Rick has a sister. But basically we treat ourselves like family, even though in reality the both of us are just friends. But speaking of YouTube brothers, the next thing I'm gonna talk about is related to that. Number 8. Rick being the older YouTube brother of Donnie, and Ben and Donnie need to know this. Yep, they do. Rick told me that he calls himself the older YouTube brother of Ben and Donnie, and I asked Rick if there are plenty of other YouTubers that are younger than him, and therefore all those people have to look up to him, and he says yes, there are plenty of others, like those that were involved in some sort of drama on one of Rocco Lagana's live streams. Daniel Corrado, even though Rick actually likes him, Ryan O'Sullivan, James Kephart, Shamar Jackson, JT, and Matthew. The two that were the cause of that drama that I don't want to talk about. And going back to YouTube family members, I can think of plenty of people or YouTube personalities that are younger than me, or in this case, YouTubers like me that are younger than me, and therefore they all have to look up to me in the same way that I remembered saying this shortly before my 22nd birthday in 2018, that when it comes to the 4 Teletubbies, they kind of look like brothers and sisters in some way. And because Tinky Winky, the main character, is the eldest and the tallest among the 4 Teletubbies, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe all have to look up to Tinky Winky and do whatever he says. And I just thought of this for the Boobas. Humba, Zing Zing Zingba, Jumba, and Jingba all have to look up to Zumba, because he's the tallest of the 5 Boobas. For the Booba team, with the 7 main cast members, all of them have to look up to me, because I'm the oldest among the 7 main cast members, and the main captain of the Booba team. So we're all a YouTube family. And if we're a true YouTube family, then we're gonna need to act like family and play like family. So, that's it for now, and when we come back, I will talk about the final 2 things before we say goodbye to September and hello to October and William Weyser's childhood fears for Season 4. See you after the break.